Alright, I want to talk to you about, hello Holly, the person, Anonymous or whatever, Anonymous, that said something about you to delete their comment. Do it. You might as well. I mean, it's not necessary, you don't have to, but feel free, because understand that this is that YouTube is something you control, and that's what this is. That's what YouTube is about. It's television. You have a TV channel. If you want your channel to be a straight infomercial, then you can do that. But it's a TV show, but at the same time, it's a reality show where people can interact and see you. Like, I watch your video now, I can just talk to you. I can go, you're in my kitchen, and I'm not promoting any business. I'm not saying, hey, buy this. I'm not saying, well, you're an idiot, or you're the most wonderful. I can say whatever I want. You're great. You're this, you're that. Outstanding. I can say whatever I want. There's no script. There's no, this is the real world. People say, well, YouTube is different. No, this is the real world. There's no YouTube and then real life. For some people, that's it. If they're coming on being fake. There's YouTube and there's real life. But you're dealing with real people and basically real time. You can watch this. You could happen to watch this video and then comment, and then I'm still right there, and then I respond to your comment immediately. So when people do stuff, they're gonna, like that guy Anonymous. He's put that same message on on the other team members' channel. Y'all have just decided to come on here. Guess what? I've been here for almost a year now, and for over a year. And this is a different world. I'm interested in the team. I've joined the team already, but I haven't given any money. I already have access to the information, so my intention is to use what I know before I have any boundaries put on me by the team, to share with as many people as possible. Well, the team will say, you may say, well, then, why don't you join and follow the principles and follow it, because this is not regular people. This is not the regular, normal process. People on YouTube are different. They're different. They don't mind talking and asking questions. That's what the entire channel and community is about. We're about asking questions. So I'm going to cause you and the other team members to, and you don't want to be, there's never reason to be argumentative or defensive about anything. Not knowing the answer to something is sometimes seen as defeat on YouTube. But it's really not, because you're talking about something serious. This is not opinions anymore. This is not, we're not discussing racism or politics or the difference between the sexes. We're not talking about policies in our community. We're just talking about money. We're talking about business. Do not get caught up in the, well, if it's such a good thing, then how come people are criticizing you? Well, because you're the idiot. That person is the idiot that continues to criticize everybody by spamming. Spam is when they repeat the same thing over and over. That's a good sign that it's spam. When you look at your friend Janet, when you look at her channel, she's a team member, and you see her channel, you see that same message, then you know that's spam. Then you need to report that it's spam, because this is a fool that's going to continue to do this over and over. And when you get them deleted, they're going to make a brand new channel almost immediately. They may have more than one anyway. And they're going to make the same comments over and over. You just have to keep blocking them. Because if this is going to be about business, you need that I'm not going to say security, but you need as little distraction as possible. That's going to be very distracting. As you go, you may not get videos like this. That's the problem that I see with YouTube. People make videos about, I want you to join the Your Travel Business team. Join the cash, what is that? Cash gifting is the new thing now. Join our cash gifting. Let me tell you about cash gifting. I want to tell you all about it. It's not a scam. It's this, it's that. Okay. The only thing is we remember cash gifting and the women going to jail. So nobody wants to do that. So the thing is, now you got to try to convince people to try it again. And that, well, we know how to do it right this time. Well, we know that every last one of these MLM things was a scam at some point. It was illegal at some point, basically. It wasn't a scam, it was illegal. But because certain people had enough money, they had the laws changed. We discuss politics over here. We discuss all these things. We know how things work. So it's like, it's nothing new. There's no, there's not going to be a way to trick people into doing this on YouTube. And I know that that's not the intention. So I never understand why people want to talk bad about somebody. That's the one thing I don't understand, why they try to shoot you down and you just got here. They don't even know what you're selling. They don't know what your approach is. My approach is, I promote the team now. I promote the-team.biz. But I'm not signed up. I haven't paid money. I'm not affiliated at all with them at all. So my thing now is, I give the information about the team to the people. And it's my intention to join. I have family that's already involved. Well, why don't you go ahead and get in it? Well, because if my family is really going to make 10 grand a month or more, or whatever the situation is, well, I'm not bothered, because we already have our own agreements. We all know that we work together. It's not about money. It's about uplifting those that you associate with. Uplifting those around you. You either bring the people around you, you either bring them up or they bring you up. That's what you should hope for. Otherwise, if that's not happening, then you're bringing them down. Now, where is this coming from? This is from years of reading books on leadership. This is from years of buying these books and watching these tapes, being involved with different organizations like this, where you get this information. And some people feel slighted because, well, I didn't make the money that they said I would make. It's about the knowledge. It's about the understanding. It's about the information. It's about becoming the leader that you wanted to be. That's the only reason I like this group. That's the only reason I like the team, is because that should have been the focus for all of these things. They were all about leadership development, but then they focus on the juice. Okay, Mona V is a good thing. I don't plan on selling Mona V to everybody unless I've tried it and I find out that it's something that I can use. Okay, yeah, I think it'll be good for certain people, but it's not for me. Well, I'm not hardly going to push it. I need something that I like. I want people to like what I like. Basically, I mean, that's the way I am. And I'm just introducing you all to the fact that YouTube is different. Nobody welcomes people to YouTube. Nobody says, hey, when you come on here trying to sell things, look at all of the different, type in MLM and look at all the different channels and look how many times people respond to them. Not very often. And it's for a good reason. People don't respond because they don't think it's real. They don't see you as a real person. So you have to, I think Web 2.0 teaches people that that's what they have to do. You have to get to know the people, get to know the person, and that will build a friendship, and then they'll do business with you. I think they teach that. I'm not sure just yet, but that's the way you're going to have to do it. That's the only way that you have a chance for this to be marketable, for this to be profitable. Because if you're not willing to give information, find out how much information you're allowed to give and give all of it that you're allowed to give. And the natural thing is to just be associated with somebody who's upfront, who's real, honest. You look honest because you're in your bathrobe. Okay, well, yeah, that's cool. And you sound honest because you're telling about my friend this, my friend that. So long as that's your friend, then you're absolutely honest. Well, if it's just the guy that I read about, that's different. You have friends who just joined who are worthy of talking about them. Speak about this person that just got in. Get that person to come in and talk and say some things. Just the sky's the limit when it comes to what you're doing now. You've come to a place that has no boundaries, not no major boundaries. You have to keep the robe on. You can't take the robe off and take off everything else. But there's certain restrictions. But other than that, they're not very many. Most of the control is yours. And if you allow someone who's giving you negative comments to have the control, if you're responding to them, I mean, I know you haven't done it, but if you end up responding to them, you can delete them, you can block them, you can do things like that. And that the reason the person said that was to taunt you. No, they want you to argue. If you get into a battle with them, they're probably going to win, because that's what we do. We argue with people all day long. That's what we do. And we learn to make someone get confused, and we learn to change the subject, and we learn to, use poor debating tactics, but we end up winning. So what you want to do is just stay focused on giving as much information as possible, because that's what I'm here for. I want to hear more about the team. I want to hear everything about it. If you can't show the plan, I'm going to hear the plan, and I'm going to show it to people. It should be here on YouTube. So if you can give it, then go ahead and give it. I want you to have a nice day. Holly, have fun on YouTube. It's a great place.